A beautiful afternoon to you and welcome to TV Sapienza News Hour. The 36 states House of Assembly have adopted and ratified the use of harmonized standing orders to tackle loopholes in suspension and impeachment of members and other legislative procedures. Namibia swears in its first woman president today after Netumbo Nandi won elections last year that extended the ruling party's 35 years in power. The Super Eagles of Nigeria is set to battle it out with Rwanda today by 5 p.m. The news in details. Governor Chukwuma Soludo said he received the vision to make Anambra State Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley over 20 years ago. Speaking during a media chat at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia, as part of activities marking his 3 years in office, Governor Soludo said the plan was contained in a paper he presented in 2006 in an event organized by Anambra League of Professionals, and noted that Vision 2070, being his brainchild, is to reposition Anambra to become a prosperous and livable homeland. Governor Soludo stated that Anambra is blessed with rich resources in human capital development, but has issues with erosion, which is why he is investing in flood control, fiscal planning, and road infrastructure. The Minister of Steel Development, Shaibu Abubakar Audu, has disclosed plans to partner with the Ministry of Defense and Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria to produce military arms for the Nigerian Armed Forces and other security agencies in the country. Saying this during a visit to the National Steel Raw Materials Exploration Agency in Kaduna State yesterday, Audu said a memorandum of understanding had been already drafted and shared with the industries pending presidential approval. According to him, the federal government is working towards integrating military hardware production into the complex as part of a broader plan to establish a military industrial complex in Nigeria. Audu also revealed that Nigeria imports about $4 billion worth of steel annually, stressing the need for import substitution to reduce pressure on foreign exchange. He further disclosed that the ministry is working on a 5 to 10 year roadmap for the steel industry, incorporating best practices from other countries. The 36 State House of Assembly have adopted and ratified the use of harmonized standing orders to tackle loopholes in suspension, impeachment of members, and other legislative procedures. The rules to be adopted at each of the 36 Houses of Assembly is to ensure unity across the states in implementing disciplinary issues of suspension and impeachment, removal of presiding officers and other members, the conduct of budgetary processes, and confirmation of appointments forwarded by the executive arm of government. Also, the harmonized order deals with the conduct of the election of presiding officers, adoption of legislative reports, statutory reports, and resolutions, ratifying constitutional alterations and treaties, the establishment of special ad hoc committees, and the conduct of executive sessions. The orders were adopted and ratified when the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures of Nigeria converged on Lagos State yesterday for a workshop organized by the Conrad Adorno Sifong in collaboration with the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. Speaking, the chairman of the Conference of Speakers, Adebo Ogundoyin, stated that they are adopting the harmonized state standing orders. Nigeria is joining other countries like the United States of America, South Africa, and Rwanda, which had harmonized legislative frameworks. Ogundoyin maintained that the harmonized standing order for states will ensure that state legislatures have standardized rules which will give their actions and ensure accountable governance. Bandits have invaded 2 communities in the Kwande local government area of Benue State, killing 5 people, including 2 soldiers. According to residents, 2 affected communities, Mbaibe and Mbatie, are located a few kilometers from the Turan headquarters in Jato Aka. The bandits reportedly attacked the communities in a commando-style operation, ambushing soldiers who were on surveillance in the area. The President General of Zou Youth TV Worldwide, Lobe Ihag, who was a controller of prison, called on people of Benue State to prepare and defend themselves against further attacks. However, during the State Executive Council meeting yesterday, the Deputy Governor Sam Ode expressed sorrow over the tragic loss of 2 gallant soldiers from the Nigerian Army who were murdered by armed herders while on duty. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Oluchi Ojo, said that the federal government freed over 4,000 inmates in the correctional facilities as part of the congestion efforts, thereby saving 1 billion naira in inmate feeding costs. The minister, who revealed this while speaking at the 5th ministerial press briefing in Abuja, explained that the initiative identified many detainees who were incarcerated for minor fines, leading to their swift release. He also revealed that in 2024, the Commandant General Special Intelligence Corps destroyed over 2,125 illegal refineries and oil dumps across the country, adding that nearly 205 trucks carrying illegally refined petroleum products were seized and more than 700 suspects were arrested in connection with these illicit activities. The Bauchi state government says the arrest of East Accountant General Joe Jaja for alleged 70 billion naira fraud is a political witch hunt and sensationalization by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, Special Advisor on Media and Publicity Mukta Gidado, said the state anti-graft agency is already probing the alleged fraud before the EFCC sanctioned actions arresting the Accountant General on Wednesday. According to him, the EFCC is fully aware of the ongoing efforts, which have already led to significant actions, including the removal, arrest and investigation of the immediate past Accountant General and several permanent secretaries. Gidado expressed concern that the Accountant General was in Abuja attending a Federation Account Allocation Committee meeting when EFCC operatives picked him up. The special advisor, however, emphasized the state's willingness to cooperate with the EFCC in its investigation, but called for fairness and justice in return. Vice President Kashim Shettima says it is time to move beyond talk and take decisive action to end malnutrition in Nigeria. The Vice President, who spoke during a virtual meeting of the National Council on Nutrition, which he chaired from the presidential villa in Abuja, said beyond statistics, nutritional deficiencies are a palpable reality. The Vice President stressed that malnutrition is a crisis that threatens the nation's security and economic productivity, and without tangible results, discussions, committees, and even the Council itself would not amount to nothing more than an exercise in futility. He therefore directed members of the Council, ministries, departments, and agencies and other stakeholders to adopt a multi-sectoral approach to the ongoing efforts. In Abia State, the state government said it has deployed veterinary teams to all 17 local government areas to vaccinate farm animals against anthrax, a deadly bacterial zoonotic disease. The State Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Cliff Aweze, confirmed this at Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, Umuahia, during the official launch of the vaccination. Aweze stated the campaign became necessary following a recent anthrax outbreak in cattle in Nasarawa State, reported by the Federal Minister of Livestock Development, Abuja. He revealed that anthrax poses serious economic and public health risks, affecting animals and humans with high rates of illness and death if not swiftly contained. The commissioner urged livestock farmers to present their animals for free vaccination, which will take place between March 21, which is today, and April 3rd across the state. Now to the foreign scene, where South African desert nation of Namibia swears in its first woman president today after Netumbo Nandi won elections last year that extended the ruling party's 35 years in power. Nandi, 72, will become one of the few women leaders in the region when she is inaugurated at a ceremony to be attended by heads of state of neighboring countries, including Angola and South Africa. Nandi, previously the vice president, is a stalwart of the South-West African People's Organization that led the populated and uranium-rich country to independence from apartheid South Africa in 1990. She secured 58% of the vote in the chaotic November elections, which were extended several times after logistical failures led to major delays. On the eve of her inauguration, the Namibia president, while speaking to the South Africa's national broadcaster, said tackling unemployment is a priority, assuring that in the next 5 years, they must produce at least 500,000 jobs, which will require investment of 85 billion Namibian dollars. Still on the foreign news, Britain's Heathrow Airport, Europe's business has been shut down early today after a major fire at a neighborhood electrical substation supplying power to the facility west of London, officials said. Several flights have already been diverted according to flight tracking website Flightradar24, while airport authorities said they expect significant disruption over the coming days. The airport operator said in a statement on its website that passengers should not travel to the airport under any circumstances until the airport reopens. Also, London Fire Brigade said there has been a significant fire at a substation in Hayes, a town in the London borough of Hillingdon. Assistant Commissioner Pat Gubon said the fire had caused a power outage affecting a large number of homes and local businesses, and they are working closely with other partners to minimize disruption. Now to the world of sports, as today marks the crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Rwanda at the Amahoro Stadium in Kigali. The Super Eagles are not moved by talks of Nigeria never having beaten Rwanda away from home. A 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifying match ended 1-1 at the Amahoro Stadium, while a 2012 African Cup of Nations qualifying match in 2011 at the State Regional de Nyamirambo ended scoreless. In September last year, another 0-0 was the outcome of a 2025 AFCON qualifying match at the Amahoro. All 23 invited players were at Super Eagles Radisson Blue Nest. They were involved in the second training on Wednesday and were also available in official training session at the Amahoro Stadium on Thursday evening. Nigerian top marksman Victor Osimhen is among the early arrivals, also reigning African Player of the Year. Ademola Lookman, Simon Moses, Samuel Chukwueze, Sadiq Umaru, and new invitee Tolu Aroko Dare. The game will kick off today at 6 p.m. Rwanda time and 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Nigeria's under-17 girls football team, the Flamingos, are to remain in camp as they prepare the final round of qualification series for this year's FIFA Under-17's Women World Cup Finals, in which they confront the Algerian counterparts. The first leg encounter will take place on Saturday, 19th April at the Remo Star Stadium, Ikene Remo, with both teams to clash in the final leg in Algeria a week later. 2022 World Cup bronze medalist Nigeria beat South Africa's Botswana 3-1 in Pretoria and followed this up with a 2-0 win in Ikene at weekend for a 5-1 aggregate win that condemned the visitors to trying their luck again next year, while Nigeria progressed to the final round. Also, Algeria lost 2-1 to Botswana in Gaborone in the first leg, but fired on all cylinders to win the return 4-0 on home soil to be eligible to confront Nigeria for a ticket to this year's FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup Finals in Morocco. And to wrap it up today on the TV Sapientia News Hour, a recap of our headlines. The 36 state houses of assembly have adopted and ratified the use of harmonized standing orders to tackle loopholes in suspension, impeachment of members, and other legislative procedures. And Namibia swears in its first woman president today after Netumbo Nandi won elections last year that extended the ruling party's 35 years in power. The Super Eagles of Nigeria is set to battle it out today with Rwanda by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And that was the Sapientia News Hour. On behalf of the technical and editorial crew, I am Oluchi Ojo-Bamidele. Thank you for being here with us and choosing TV Sapientia. Stay tuned for more programs. Bye for now.